Once upon a time, a distant memory. It's like synergy. Life the hardest teacher y'all could ever get the master. Get a test first, then y'all get that lesson after. Steve's never stressing them G's to freeze egos. Please, I just get them in threes, like the Migos.
What's going on, everybody? I'd like to welcome y'all back to the Die No Success Podcast. I'm your host, K Sparks. We are blessed and highly favored. Appreciate y'all tuning in each and every single week. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all the listeners consistently, man. I got to shout y'all out, man. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Jermaine. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to Edie. Shout out to everybody that supports this show, man. I rock with y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my guy, Dell. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Christine. Everybody that supports, man. I appreciate y'all. Last week, we ruffled a lot of feathers, and I love that. I love that shit, right? You know, we got a couple people that caught in their feelings, but it's all good, right? We keep it pushing, keep it moving.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up, nigga. Pack you up. Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
All right, and today's word of the day is persistence wears down resistance. No matter what happens in life, you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep progressing. Can't go back, can't look back, because we ain't going that way. And it don't matter what happened yesterday. Today is what matters, right? So keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep being great, and that's the word of the day. All right, before today, we're going to get into this topic that y'all requested. Y'all wanted me to talk about this, and basically Ozempic. All right, we're going to talk about Ozempic being sued for $2 billion. $2 billion, right? $2 billion. Now, before we even dive into this, let's go to a clip.
If you're currently taking Ozempic, you need to stop. One, there is no research on a person that is not diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, okay? There's literally zero research. They haven't done any trials on all the long-term side effects for someone that is not diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. There are a lot of side effects that come with this drug, because I really don't want people to know that there's long-term side effects besides just, nausea and constipation. So starting off with number one, and again, I'm going to put it here, there is a risk of thyroid C cell tumors. You can get tumors from this drug. Number two, pancreatitis. Next one, diabetic retinopathy complications. Retinopathy is your eyes. So you're having complications with your sight, which can literally lead to blindness. Over here, right there, it says acute kidney injury. So you're literally killing your kidneys as well, because you're not able to filter out everything that you're putting in your body, so your kidneys start to fail. So are you telling me you want to be on dialysis? Trust me. Go do research. It's out there. You just have to wiggle and find it, because no one wants to show you it, because guess what? It's all about money. Money, money, money. They got you on a drug that you literally have to be on for the rest of your life. That's corrupt.
So as y'all can clearly see, she's outlining and breaking down all the different side effects that some people have been experiencing. Not all people experience those side effects, but a lot of people do. So she was breaking it down. I made a couple of notes. Basically, like, the first thing I want to say is that a lot of times with these medications, people don't really have a great understanding of what can happen, because number one, everybody's body is different. So someone's body may be able to react to a medication or a treatment differently as opposed to somebody else. And then plus, these companies be bullshitting to a certain extent, because you ever see like those commercials, everything's so lit, they moving in slow motion, they laughing, they joking, they happy, and then all of a sudden at the end, they start speeding up them words like, oh, may cause depression, may cause you to smack your wife, may cause you to hate your kids, right? But they say it mad quick, and you like, because they're saying it quick, it's probably not gonna happen to me. I don't really gotta think about it. But ultimately, you gotta know anytime that you do something in life, I always say, take a step back, pause, and try to assess the risk versus reward. That's another word of the day. You gotta always assess the risk versus rewards. I know, like, we living in a society where everybody want to be sexy. Don't nobody want to look like trash, right? Don't nobody want to look like a hood booger. Everybody want to look sexy. Everybody want to be appealing. And everybody wants to have this image or this persona, right? But I think at what cost sometimes you got to really look at it. Like, I'm big on fitness. I love working out. I love exercising. I understand that health is wealth. So no matter whether you're young or you're old, how you feel on a day-to-day basis can really dictate how your day is going to go. If you feel like shit, you eat like shit, that's going to affect you. So it's good to get in the gym, good to work out. But I understand that there's also a lot of people that they want a quick fix. Like they just don't want to put in that work because the gym is work. It's effort, right? Full disclosure, there's some days where I don't even feel like, going to the gym, to be perfectly honest with you, depending on what I have going on, how demanding my day is and what my schedule looks like. So that's a fact off the top. But there is no shortcut to success. I'll say that again. There is no shortcut to success. Either you're going to get to it and you got to go through it to get to it. And anytime you take a shortcut, you just got to understand that there's consequences that come along with that, right? So that's something you got to take in consideration too. Like, all right, you can take these medications, but what are the complications? What are the risks that you're exposing your body to, your overall health to? And is it really worth it, right? Only you can make that decision. I know that working out, eating good is a big part of it too, because a lot of people, they get on these quick fix, whether it's Ozempic, whatever it is. And I got to be clear, I'm not throwing no shade. I'm just spitting facts. This is what it is. A lot of people get on this stuff and they drop the weight, but then a lot of people sometimes gain it right back because it doesn't become a way of life. Fitness is not a way of life for them, right? They're not eating healthy. They just eat the same shit and they just packing on the pounds again and again and again. Or sometimes when you have that drastic drop in weight and it's not a healthy shift, sometimes people look a little weird too. You know what I'm saying? Like you might saggy in the chin a little bit or the throat area. And sometimes, you have a lot of excess skin, right? Let's go to the clip.
Ozempic causes so much loose skin. That's right. There she is in all her glory, all that excess skin. Can you believe Ozempic did this? I really can, because Ozempic helped me lose 160 pounds. There's nothing in a GLP-1 medication that caused my saggy skin. Lose a lot of weight, you'll have loose skin.
So, as you can see, she did the Ozempic. She has some excess skin there. That's what happens a lot of times when there's a drastic weight loss very abruptly, right? So I think, at the end of the day, everybody has to come to terms with what is good for them. Me personally, I think nothing beats old-fashioned working out, eating good, taking care of yourself. And I get it. There's some people where they might be so far gone that they need something like that to try to kind of give them a little head start. And I get it. But people have to have a firm understanding that it's a lifestyle. Like, you just don't want to look the part. You actually want to be the part, right? So you want to be healthy. And if you're going to do these things, do your research, do your due diligence, and take care of yourself. That's most important. So health is wealth. I live it, I preach it, I teach it. Want to know what y'all feeling? Have some of y'all tried Ozempic? Have you not? Are you adamant against it? You would never do it in your life? I want to know what y'all feel, man. Sound off in the comments. And until next week, peace.